Welcome to Bracket Bash, the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 or more, and banter our way down to a winner. I am your humble of host this week, Freddie Fisher, and this is my very special guest, Andy. How you doing today, Philip?
Pretty great. How are you?
I am fantastic. This is the third time we've had this scheduled, and we're finally getting it done out of just
third,
life in general.
third time's a charm. We can
Third
do
time,
this.
yeah, third time is a charm off this one. Speaking of charms and stuff like that, we're talking about feel good stuff this week because we're talking about music. And after last week, we talked about Gene Hackman, who has passed away this year. We need some good vibes, and music has a lot of good vibes, especially these songs on today's list. It is a 64 count tournament, which means it is going to be a 2 week tournament as always, or as usual. We haven't had one for a while, but this week we're talking about music. It is a top 20 song from every year, starting at 1960 all the way up to 2024. These are songs that I personally picked out uh, because I'm the one that makes the tournaments and I'm allowed to do stuff like that. So
So
before we
much
get
good music to choose
It
from.
really is. Oh my goodness. It's there is a couple of rules and regulations. Number one, I call them lifelines actually. Pass the parcel. This week's pass the parcel, believe it or not, for the first time ever on the show regarding this show is going to be my wife, my beautiful Becca. She is going to be the pass the parcel person. I have the notes right here. Hopefully, I do not screw up her words because I will hear about it later. But pass the parcel, since there's three of us, myself, Andy, and the audience vote, who actually have those scores going on here as well. Since there's three of us, pass the parcel can be used at any time during the show. You're allowed to use it as many times as you want, up into and including the quarterfinal round. Andy, I will give you notice when we get to that point, when you have very few options left on that one as well. Audience does not have these lifelines, just the two of us. Another lifeline is, of course, stealing a vote. Pass the parcel, you're allowed to give your vote away. Stealing a vote, the exact opposite. But according to the math spectrum on this entire thing, if you take somebody else's vote and there's only three people voting, it means that one moves automatically to the next round because, of course, that is how math works. I failed math, but I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about on this one. That only works up into and including the quarterfinal round, as always. Again, but blowing your load, the oldie but the goodie on this one. Uh, Blowing your load means if you're one of the first ones to go and don't want to be one of the first ones to go, blow your load. It means you're going last. If somebody else blows the load after you, you're no longer going last. You're going directly before them, and so on and so forth. If you do happen to blow your load, as always, you will hear this sound. And with that sound, we are kicking it off. I get to start us off today. It is either Fancy Like, a country song, or Old Town Road, which is kind of country and pop, depending on how you want to talk about it. I'm
Ah, go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Fancy Like off of this one. I do like Old Town Road, but Old Town Road for me is a good bop, probably 6 or 7 times. Fancy Like it's a good bop and it's a good romantic song. And if you listen to the Kesha version, there's a Kesha version of this. It's not the version I put on the list, but there's a Kesha version of this is absolutely fantastic as well. So I'm gonna go with Fancy Like off of this one. Andy, what is your vote?
I actually had never heard Fantasy like prior to like yesterday. I'm kind of sad about it because it sounds like a good song. But between the two, as far as I know, Old Town Road wins on those two because I don't really know that other song. So I guess Old Town Road gets my vote on that one. I listened to so much country growing up. I was surprised that I had never heard that before.
Well, it's a newer song. It's late late tens maybe.
I
So
was I was still growing up. What are you talking about? No.
hell, I was married and had two jobs at that point. Uh, it is Old Town Road for the audience as well. In a looks like a 13 vote difference off of this one. So it is 2-1. Old Town Road moves on to the next round. My lovely wife, by the way, for Fancy Like, because it is not moving on, writes at number 4 for her, so it's in the top portion. This song has a good beat to it, which is the key thing I look for in any song. The lyrics make me think of my own relationship with my husband, to be me, in that we are not super fancy people, and our versions of date nights happen to be at Applebee's.
Aw.
Mainly because we live in a super small ass town, and my wife has major allergies, and Applebee's has pasta and stuff like that that she can eat. So, but it's always nice to go out on date nights and stuff like that. Andy starts us off. Andy, is it Sugar Sugar by the Archies or Havana?
Like Havana Unana.
Yep.
Sugar. I actually wrote notes about Sugar Sugar. I've known that song since I was a child. I feel like it's in like all of my favorite movies at some point. I don't know if you've ever seen. Is it Now and Then? Yeah, Now and Later is a candy. So Now and Then. But it's a movie about like four girls who like grow up together and then they come back and meet each other as adults, and then it like remembers this whole big dramatic thing from their childhood or whatever. But it's got all of them riding bikes singing sugar dun 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 honey, and every time I hear that song it makes me think of that scene in the movie and it makes me want to ride a bicycle. So so many notes on that song. And then the Havana Unana, I have a little niece that goes by Savannah, and we say Savannah Unana all the time to her. But that I feel like I've overplayed that one personally, and I don't feel like it's as good of a song as Sugar Sugar.
So your final vote would be?
Sugar Sugar.
Get to vote. It also gets a vote from the audience off of this one. I personally think Sugar Sugar is overplayed. It's a classic song. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. But Havana is just, it's a dance song, but it's also one of the songs that if you're just kind of chilling in your car or something with it, it's a damn good song as far as that one goes too. It's a nice. Uh, I wouldn't even call it run of the mill. I'd go top tier jam out in your car if you're by yourself type situation. But it's also good if you have your friends with you, because the words are really repetitive. At least the chorus itself is really repetitive, and I appreciate stuff like that because I can't remember shit. So having a song that has a really repetitive chorus actually works. But Sugar Sugar is
Okay, it does
on
work for a lot of people.
2 to
As
1.
somebody who writes songs, I try not to be
Okay.
repetitive.
You keep freezing on my end, by the way. There, dear. That's the reason why. If I keep cutting you off, I do apologize. That's the reason why, though. Uh, Havana is actually number 3 on my wife, so that's another top tier song off the board. I've always been a fan of her, but and this particular song is one that you can actually rock out to. So is that when audience starts us off? It is either Jungle Boogie or We Don't Talk About Bruno. I think
Oh,
I think this is an upset for me.
oh, I'm so sad about this matchup.
In in a 6 vote difference, Jungle Boogie actually gets that vote, and it surprised me because We Don't Talk About Bruno is a it was one, it was everywhere. Two, it's a Disney song, and I don't care what age you are, people, you are a Disney kid. Period.
Yes. Oh my
I
gosh.
don't care if you're 8 or 80. When a Disney song comes on, you are a Disney kid. It just
Um, I know every song from that entire film at this point. My child listens to it all the time, and everything in that Disney that we don't talk about Bruno specifically. It just combines so many of the songs that were already in the film all into like one song because she's talking to all these different people. And as far as like songwriting goes and composing goes, it's just so crazy the stuff that they do in this song in this Disney movie, and I love it so much. But also, why does it gotta go against Jungle Boogie?
I'm the same way. I'm gonna go with We Don't Talk About Bruno, mainly because I am a Disney kid at heart. Honestly, I'm still kind of a Disney kid in the head as well. Jungle Boogie is one of those songs that you know it,
You can't not know it. The whole thing's comprised of like 12 words.
but the beginning 30 seconds, if you don't know what the song is, like if you don't know what you're playing at the beginning of the first 30 seconds, you would have no idea
No.
because it just starts off in the weirdest way, but
I
then
love the scream.
it kicks off. Yeah. So it's the tie game. We don't talk about Bruno or Jungle Boogie off of this one. There, Andy.
I have to go with We Don't Talk About Bruno for so many musical reasons. It's just one of my favorites.
Bruno moves on 2-1 to the next round. Jungle Boogie.
Bye, Jungle Boogie.
My wife at number 32. So we got a couple of those top tier songs knocked off. This is her worst one on the list this week. Says the reason this is so far down on the list is that I don't know the song or artist, and I swear all they sang words all they sang was the words Jungle Boogie.
Yes,
So
100%.
yeah, I mean it is what it is. I started off. It is either My Boyfriend's Back or I Love Rock and Roll. My Boyfriend's Back is early 60s off of this one. It's looks like 63 from The Angels, and I Love Rock and Rolls, of course, from Joan Jett and the Heartbreakers. I think My Boyfriend's Back is completely underrated. I really do. It's a song that was a little bit out of it. It's a little bit late for its time. It should have came out back in the 50s instead of the 60s. But it's still one of those songs that you just kind of love to play when you want to feel good. I Love Rock and Roll is a classic. I will not take anything away from Joan Jett at all. I'm gonna be voting for I Love Rock and Roll just because I remember dates of like the roller rinks and stuff like that where this song would play and a whole bunch of other ones like it. So it gets my vote. Andy, is it I Love Rock and Roll or My Boyfriend's Back?
Okay. I have opinions about both of those. I Love Rock and Roll is a classic, but for not the reason that the song is like I Love Rock and the song is about picking up a 17-year-old next to a jukebox. How old was Joan Jett when that came out? I don't know. That just seems weird. Just seems a little weird. Also, My Boyfriend's Back is kind of again. I will agree with you that it probably should have come out in like the 50s instead of the 60s, because the whole premise is that nobody believes her because she couldn't possibly be telling the truth, and she has to wait for her boyfriend to come back to vouch for her. So that's really annoying to me. But the song is catchy as shit, and I know all the words. So I also think it's kind of underrated. I think I always thought it was from the 50s. Honestly, I didn't
See?
even realize. And if this bracket was like a from the 50s bracket, I feel like it would go in that one perfect. So I'm going to give that one. I like that one. My Boyfriend's Back. Joan Jett will win any other time. It's fine.
And Joan Jett is actually going to be winning this time because I Love Rock and Roll gets the audience vote and a 7-vote difference off of this one. So sadly, and I do kind of wish I went with my Boyfriend's Back, looking back at it, but because I think I Love Rock and Roll is going to be kind of hard to beat.
I know it's a classic. The song's not even about rock and roll. There's words in there, but I don't feel like I don't know.
Either way, it moves on, and you get to start this one off. Is it either Adele's Rolling in the Deep or Staying Alive? I should know who fucking sings this off the top of my head, but I don't. Wow.
Stay alive.
There it is.
Stay
Bee Gees.
alive.
Bee Gees. Staying Alive is either Staying Alive by the Bee Gees or Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
There's so much to unpack here. Well, okay, they're very different time periods. So, like as far as longevity in the music world, "Staying Alive" has already way outranked "Rolling in the Deep." I think that Adele has other songs at this point that are going to be like classics for Adele that are going to be better than "Rolling in the Deep." And "Staying Alive" is like, it's staying alive, man. Mm, mm, I'm gonna go with "Staying Alive."
It gets a vote. The audience does not agree with you in a 5 vote difference. Rolling to the Deep gets that vote. I would like. Uh, I'm gonna go.
No pressure.
Staying Alive. Staying Alive is to put in your words as well. Staying Alive is catchy as shit.
Yeah.
It really is. It's catchy as shit. And for everybody out there who doesn't already know this, Staying Alive is a perfect beat for CPR,
Yeah.
which is highly ironic because the song is called Staying Alive.
Staying alive.
So, but Rolling in the Deep, like Adele in general, I love him. I don't like Adele personally. I think there's something off about her vibe that I just don't like for whatever reason. I don't even know what it is. I have no freaking clue what it is. But I just get this weird vibe from her, and it's just I'm not gonna put her in the same realm as like Michael Jackson, where I love his music, some of his music, but I just get a bad vibe from him because we all know why we get a bad vibe from Michael Jackson. But I just get a bad vibe uh from Adele, and I have no idea why.
So I have heard previously on, some gossip magazine article somewhere probably that Adele actually didn't ever want to be a famous singer. Like she went to music school and did all the music stuff or whatever, but she just does that because she happens to be good at it. And that hurts my feelings so much. Maybe that's the vibes you're picking up on. She's like, I'm so good at this. This is boring for me now. I don't know. But I understand what you're saying. Like, there's something about it that's just like,
She seems. I think what it is to me is that she seems highly unapproachable.
yeah, that too. She might
Where
be.
where the Bee Gees, on the other hand, you can see them playing in a bar. Like I think on a average everyday Friday night, you might actually see the Bee Gees, if they didn't become famous, playing in a bar. I don't think Adele would. You'd probably see Adele playing in like a coffee shop, and I don't drink coffee. I think that's what it is. I think it's two completely different vibes. I'd much rather go to the bar with the Bee Gees than go to a coffee shop with Adele.
Are you the wine and coffee or are you the beer and tequila guy? Like,
Well, I mean, I don't drink coffee or beer actually, which is really weird, but which is also why you very rarely ever see me drink on this show, even though realistically I should.
that would be
It's
fun.
just it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are for really special occasions. I really should have had one on our 200th uh 200th show, but I forgot about it. So I'm gonna just for the song, but I'm gonna try to keep art and artists separated like I usually do. I'm gonna go with "Rolling in the Deep" because I actually like this song more than "Staying Alive" on this one. So "Rolling in the Deep" moves on, and a tie-breaking decision coming down to me. I do apologize. By the way, "Staying Alive" for my wife says this is an okay song. It's number 22, by the way. This is an okay song. I've listened to it before, and I know all the words, but it most likely wouldn't make it to my playlist. At number 26, so even lower on the list, "My Boyfriend's Back." Never heard of this song or quote unquote band before, and the song itself is very true to its era. However, not a song I would listen to. Uh, the entire era comment is what kind of throws me because we were just discussing how it's
If it's the 50s.
it fits the 50s, but the era it came out is
Okay.
early 60s.
So on that note, when there's another song that it makes me think of, it's the one that's like, I got a brand new pair of rollerblades, you got a brand new key. Have you ever heard that?
I vaguely remember it. Yeah.
It's like it reminds me of that song. Whenever I hear My Boyfriend's Back, I think of that song, and I think they're both from the 60s. So it was like a delayed 50s pop situation. I don't know. But I
Well,
think
and
it was the same time frame.
there's some 80s, some ladies 80s pop that is really kind of 50s and early 60s as well.
Yeah.
So like it's just super delayed. So I understand that. But either way, Andy's mad at me. Rolling the Deep moves on to the next round. Audience starts us off. It is either Boys to Men with I Swear or Shabuzi with the newest song on this entire list and the bar song. Audience did not see this one coming, but are going with Boys to Men and I Swear.
I
Usually,
swear.
which I personally think the John Michael Montgomery version is better, but that's me. I Swear is better as a country love song than it is a like an R&B type.
I heard it first as a country love song, but I love harmonies. Like that's kind of what I do musically is the harmonies. So when I found the Boys to Men version, I like studied it like it was gospel for a minute. So
Their what is it? On a Bended Knee is probably one of my favorite songs of theirs. Period.
yes.
But unfortunately, I officiate weddings, and I hear that. I mean, don't I love officiating weddings. That's not that unfortunate thing.
Yeah, but that's a lot of that song.
That is a lot of that song. It's a lot of that song. It's a lot of the chicken dance. It's a lot of so it's a lot of single ladies, which I still find is one of the dumbest songs to play at a wedding. It's just
That's the one you play when you throw the bouquet, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
you
It's
have
just
to.
it is. Audience goes for I Swear on this one. I'm gonna go for I Swear as well. I do love the bar song. It's very catchy. Again, use the term catchy as shit.
Catchy
It's
shit.
it's catchy shit. That, that that might be the title of today's show. Catchy shit.
Catchy as shit.
But I think looking because I Swear came out uh 30 years ago at least by this point. So if
It
you look,
was
it's
what was
mid
it? Early
90s.
90s? Mid 90s. Okay.
It's it's early to mid 90s, so it's at least 30 years at this point.
Yeah.
And so the bar song, because it's a year old now, 29 years from now, I don't think the bar song is going to be anywhere near the level that I Swear is even now.
I don't think so.
So
I feel like the bar song is going to go the way of the Red Solo Cup.
hey, I love that song.
I do too, but do you hear it anymore?
I do, but the Red Solo Cup on my Spotify list, which I have 700 and some songs on my Spotify list now. Red Solo Cup is the very first song on that list, followed up by another one of the songs called Somewhere Else, which always makes me laugh because it's Kate's my co-host Kate off of the recasting call. That's the place where she does her stand-up comedy at. Is a
Somewhere
place
else.
is a place called Somewhere Else.
There's a place here called Nowhere. I kind of love that.
Yeah,
Nowhere and somewhere else.
Yonder. You get a bar. You need a bar called Yonder. Over
We
at
need a
Yonder.
we need a bar called Not Sure. Where are you at? Not sure. Okay. Anyway, so I Swear clearly won that one.
Gets my vote. The audience get. Sorry, I completely skipped you, Andy. Is it I Swear or the bar song?
I Swear, definitely, for all aforementioned reasons.
Gets a third vote, which means that our first sweep on that one. The bar song for my lovely wife off of this one. Number 2
On the whole list?
on the whole list. So
Oh my
we've knocked
gosh.
out 2, 3, and 4 already. Number 1, uh, Number one was very close to being knocked out before. But we'll get to that one later. I'm pretty sure it's not going to survive the next round.
Oh
So
no.
number four off of this one, or sorry, number two off of this one. This is my number two pick because this song is actually on the playlist. I uh, actually on the playlist, and I do actually I think what she meant to say actually on my playlist, and I do listen to it frequently because yes, it is on her playlist. I know this because my youngest has a tendency to listen to her entire YouTube playlist, and it's definitely on there. I swear it moves on 3-0 to the next round. I start this one off. It is either going back in the day on this one. It is either American Pie or Take Me Home Country Roads.
That's
So
kind of mean.
I know. By the way, for
Fuck
everybody,
you, Freddie.
I, I mean, I'll take it. But by the way, all of these songs started off random on both sides. So it went from 1 to 64, from 1960 being number one and 64 being 2024, and it was completely randomized at that point and matched up at that point. So putting these two together, I it guess is just Chat GPT's way of telling everybody fuck off.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
Okay, so American Pie or Take Me Home Country Road.
yeah, American Pie, by the way, by Don McLean,
Mm-hmm.
and Take Me Home is actually a year before that, and that's by John Denver. So back to back years as well.
John fucking Denver. Okay. So, Take Me Home Country Road. As a singer songwriter myself, that is literally a song that you may probably hear at any given point at any open mic or at any music gathering or jam session. Like, it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Any live cover band plays Take Me Home Country Road. The harmonies, no, no Freebird.
Fuck Freebird.
No Freebird. Um, I don't play Take Me Home Country Road because I'm so fucking sick of every other musician being like, let's play Country Road. Like, I don't want to anymore. So, no. And I'm probably not going to vote for Take Me Home Country Road. It is a classic. But since it's up against American Pie, I happen to have a friend, if she might be listening or watching this later. Her name is Della. She's awesome. She's significantly younger. She's new into the workforce and she's going to college and all this. And she heard American Pie on the radio at work and fell in love with it. She's 18. That song is still fallen lovable to the new generation. Like, I loved it when I heard it the first time. It's a whole story and it's about classic musicians and their tragic death. Like, love it all. The whole thing. So American Pie, for sure.
And it got my vote as well. The American Pie, if you didn't know what the song was about, it's I wouldn't call it too upbeat for the topic because
No.
it's a slower song, but it's also catchy enough with the entire bye bye Miss America. It has the entire beat to it that even slowed down, it's still not really a depressing song, even though it has a depressing subject. It's like
I love songs like that.
the entire day the music died, which is Buddy Holly and oh crap, I probably should remember this, but I don't. But the day Buddy Holly and others died in a plane crash. So
Yes.
in Iowa.
In Iowa.
In Iowa. So fuck you, Iowa. I'm kidding. I love you, Iowa. I'm an Iowan myself.
It was Richie Valens. Yeah, Buddy Holly and Richie Valens. I know those two were on there. There was other people. Anyway, It's got melancholy, by the way. So a lot of the songs I write are like sad songs, but
Yeah.
they're written to a slightly happier sounding melody so that you don't realize they're sad until you really listen to the words. I
I still
love
say
that.
your guys' Christmas song last year was fucking fantastic.
We're writing another one, by the way.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have a whole album, Punk Ass Christmas.
Well, we do have. All right, speaking of that, by the way, our next music one that we're doing is actually Santa Baby. So um, we may see if we can get Andy and possibly Hollis on that one as well, because it'd be kind of fun to have a Christmas spin, and maybe they I can talk them into doing a little bit of a solo act, just for not really solo act, just do a little treat for us during the show during that time, because I do know Andy and Hollis are both wonderful and beautiful people when it comes down to us. And no, I am not trying to butter them up so they can do it. I'm literally telling them flat out that they are both wonderful and beautiful people.
Thank
Uh,
you.
American Pie gets your vote as well. The audience agrees with us in a 23 vote difference off of this one, so a massive change.
Woo.
Apparently, nobody likes John Denver. And didn't John Denver die in a plane accident too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So
I think Chat GPT has some has some problems, all right?
yeah, I think that too. American Pie moves on 3-0 to the next round. Andy finishes out by starting this one off. It is Lo- Los Del Rios. I think that's who fucking sings this. Uh, no, Los Del Rio and Miley Cyrus in this one. It is either Flowers by Miley Cyrus or Macarena by Los Del Rio.
Hey, Macarena. Ay. Okay. Okay. Everyone knows the Macarena. I don't think it's the best song ever. I really don't. Flowers by Miley, I listen to probably more than I should. Uh, I sing that one at karaoke when I'm hammered. It's a great song, honestly. And I can buy myself flowers. And I hope that one sticks around as long as my boyfriend's back. So I'm going with flowers.
Flowers gets a vote. Flowers also gets a vote from the audience on this one in a 3 vote difference, so closer than I thought it would actually be.
Yeah.
Uh, sorry, I take that back. Macarena gets to vote off of this one with a 3 vote difference, which means it's a tie-breaking decision coming down to me, and it is Flowers for me. Flowers is one of those songs out there, much like uh, Creep by Radiohead. It's one of those songs out there that if you're an aspiring singer, Flowers is a song to sing. It's a damn good song because it's one of those songs out there that pretty much anybody can put their own spin on it, and it's a good song. It's very
Yeah.
it's very flexible to what the person is, because it's a very personable song. The song talks about pain and heartache and getting above that, and moving on to the entire thing. Um, if I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars is the same way. If you're, I count, and they both involve flowers. I can count flowers and If I Was Your Man on the same spectrum, because if you're a guy or a girl, even actually wanting to sing If I Was Your Man, it the quality of the song depends on the feeling that you put into it. Flowers is exactly the same way in the situation. And if that I'm voting for Flowers no matter what of the situation, but this is even more of an anti-vote against Macarena,
Hmm.
because if you look into the backstory of the song, she literally slept with an entire soccer team while her boyfriend was out of town. This song is about a cheater being glorified.
The song is terrible.
This song is terrible. Like it's catchy as shit,
Hey, Macarena.
but it is not cool at all. So Flowers
It's not cool, man.
Not cool. Flowers moves on 2-1 to the next round. By the way, American Pie for my wife, number 17 out of 32 off of this one. This is a good song, very catchy. It just doesn't measure up to some of the others. And Macarena, number 29, so very low on the list. 3 from the bottom. It says, with this song brings up the nostalgia feels as we used to dance this song at school dances and at friends' weddings. Of course, on that note, I didn't actually like this song. I actually find it really annoying, but I do know all the moves to the dance.
Yeah, all the moves. Nobody listens to all the words because if they did, nobody would like that song. And
Well,
playing the Macarena at weddings is mind blowing to me.
it there's the reason why people play it at weddings, and again, I've been to a lot of them. I've officiated a lot of them. The reason why people play them take it back, wedding receptions, not weddings. There's a big difference between the
Yes.
two.
Yes.
Playing them at wedding receptions is because white people don't know how to dance. For anybody out there who doesn't know and can tell by the sound of my voice, I'm a white guy. I can tell you from experience. And by officiating a whole bunch of weddings, white people in general do not know how to dance. There are people out there who are white who do know how to dance. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who like to throw Q-tips and do the entire water sprinkler thing. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, you do you, boo, but I'm silently judging you in my head. Just know that.
Not the music doesn't move all people well, okay? It moves them, just not pretty.
By the way, I'm one of those white people who can't dance. I
I
also can't jump.
100% believe that.
So anyway, Flowers moves on 2-1 to the next round. I'll be right back right after this break. Make sure I got the right one off of here. All right. Before I became a podcaster, I never imagined all these requests for 5-star reviews actually did anything important. I was very wrong about that, but being the bastards that we are, we're not going to expect you to give up those 5 stars with nothing in return. I'll trade you for it. If you send us a letter, a question, or anything else you deem necessary along with those 5 stars, we'll not only give you a shout out on the show, but we'll also read your submission live on air. We like to call this our Thank You To review. If you want to be part of this, send it to our email address at bracketty2r at yahoo.com. That is BRACKETTY number 2 r at yahoo.com to get it in. It does not only work if you want to be to write into the show, but also if you want to be a guest on any of these shows on the ABC podcast channel. This is the first time Andy's been involved with this, by the way. So she is a
Indeed.
She is a Thank You To review virgin, if you would like to say that. So this is a good one to get her started on. This is from Brandon Stafford. Shout out to Brandon off of this one. Good morning and good day, you bastards. My name is Brandon, and I love I love this idea for a show. I've listened to a few so far, and a subject. It's been a subject of debate over lunch in my high school cafeteria. Taking a few recents, we have American Pie, The Birdcage, and The Avengers Endgame as winners. And yes, Freddy's move to boot Endgame in round 1 was a dick move, but still 5 stars on Apple. By the way, the Avengers Endgame was 128. The Vacation Special, if you want to check that one out. The Birdcage was Gene Hackman, and American Pie was, of course, the great Jennifer Coolidge. But keep on keeping on, signed Brandon Stafford. My question is as follows. My little sister has a date coming up and is planning on asking wild questions to gauge his reaction. What would be some wild questions that you would ask to gauge somebody's reaction? I gave Andy this yesterday because we originally were planning on recording yesterday, but I got my times messed up on other events and we couldn't do it. So she's had some time to think about it. And so I'm going to ask you this. And we're going to take this further for you, Brandon. We're going to not only ask the questions, but we're going to answer the other person's question and go from there. So, Andy, what is your first question?
Okay, just to gauge a response from this person. I feel like a good question to ask if okay, if, are we am I asking you, are you going to answer?
I am going to try to answer.
Okay. So a good question is if you got lost in the woods, what would you do to survive?
That depends on the woods, it depends on the location of the woods, it depends on how deep I am into the woods.
They just
And
helicopter dropped you into the random woods in the state you're in, blindfolded. What do you do?
well, I wouldn't have the blindfold on very long.
No.
Uh I mean it wouldn't be that difficult. So all you really have to do is be quiet and listen. Cuz when you'll either hear traffic or you'll hear the river or or streams or stuff like that. And if you hear traffic, go towards traffic because traffic is going to lead you to people. If you hear the river, you go towards the river because the river will eventually lead you to people because that's how people survive is via water. And
Okay.
especially in Iowa too, people like to go tubing and boating and stuff like that. So it's going to lead you to something eventually. And you can actually travel farther by floating a log down the river or finding something else to float on than you would traversing the woods anyway.
As long as you don't hit like whitewater rapids and end up falling off a waterfall or something. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Well, I mean, yeah, but what a
Okay.
what a great story to tell your kids. So
Yeah. So that's a great question. I feel like that's a great question to ask somebody new because, like, I've asked people that before where I'm like, if you just like woke up in the woods one day, what would you do? And they'd be like, why was I there? What was I wearing? Like, what did I have on me? Did I have a bag? Like, do they have a bunch of questions? Do they have a plan? Or are they just like, are you crazy? Why would I ever be in the woods?
am I naked and afraid like the TV show suggests?
I loved that TV show, by the way. It was I would never do that. That sounds awful, but like, what an adventure.
I wouldn't do it either. My question: if you randomly woke up as the opposite gender, what what would your day what would your day consist of?
Oh, that's such a weird question. I like that. Well, I'd probably want. Oh my gosh, what do you even? What do I even do? Probably wake up and panic. That'd be that'd be the first step. Panic. Um, I hope it's summertime because it'd be cool to go swimming without a shirt on. That would be new.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, not a lot of people would stop you anyway.
Fair. I'm
Just,
pretty
just
sure I
to
can
be
do that in New York now.
just to be saying, like a lot of people. I think a lot of people out there. While you think about this, I think a lot of people put a lot more judgment on themselves when it comes to nudity than other people do.
For sure. I don't even know. I feel like I would just be a dude.
There's not.
I don't know how else to I don't know.
I mean, there's nothing that it's okay. Is there anything that you wanted to do as a dude? Period.
How long do I get to be a dude? Is it
Well,
like forever?
no, I think it'd be a day.
A day?
It'd be a day, but you wouldn't know that.
I
It'd be
feel like I'd have
like the next time that you went to sleep, you would wake up like it never happened. You'd remember it, but it would just never it would never happen. Been like a
if I'm
dream the
gonna
entire time.
if I'm gonna wake up as a dude, I gotta stick my dick in something random. Like I feel like that's just a thing that you're supposed to do as a guy. Vacuum cleaner, apple pie, ant hill, something. Like
Anthill? What do you think guys do? Like,
That's a
I,
spin-off off of a separate joke. I'm sorry. It just popped into my head. Like
I, I can understand the vacuum cleaner for some people because at least that one involves suction. But
Oh man. Okay. That's a great question to ask. It'll get some laughs at the very least. Oh my goodness.
all right,
Okay, but I feel like it's not fair because if you wake up as a girl randomly, you're like, "Ooh, boobs," right? It's what you do. It's what would happen for at least a couple of minutes.
okay. I'm gonna lose some guy points on this, but I don't care. I'm already married. I've never found why boobs are such a draw for people.
I don't.
And
I
my wife is well endowed in that particular area, and I feel so bad for her because I guarantee you, 20 years from now, she's gonna have major back pain, and
major back pain.
well, yeah, and I'm gonna I love the salute. Uh, surrounded by assholes. The so and I've never understood why guys go all gaga over this stuff because there's just it's different sizes of fatty mass.
Okay, but as somebody who carries them around with you, I can tell you if I woke up with them randomly one day, I would for sure stand about and like jiggle them around because
Oh
it's
yeah,
kind of fun. At least for a couple of minutes, it's fun. And then you can just tuck them away and go about your business. I don't know what the draw is, except for that, they could be fun for a couple minutes. Like,
like I don't know I've never understood that entire because I've been asked that too. If you're a if are you a boob man or a butt man or stuff like that?
you're like, I like all the fatty masses.
It's I'm like when you think about it, when I think about it at least, and I don't have room to talk because my teeth are fucked up. But uh, if you don't have a decent smile, or at least a charming one, you don't have to have all your teeth, but at least a decent, charming smile, I can't. I can't. Because I work my my way of charming is via making people laugh. It's one of the things I love about the show because we can go back and forth and laugh about different bullshit type situations. That's exactly what that is. So if you don't have a decent smile, because I am planning on making you laugh every fucking day until our relationship ends. So if you have a messed up fucking smile or you just don't smile, that's the thing. I don't care you have the best ass, the best tits or whatever. If you don't have a good smile, sorry.
I get it. I get it. I've seen people who, like, when they laugh, they just barely move their mouth. They're like,
Mm.
hmm. I'm like, come on, my joke was funnier than that. You could at least pretend.
That joke was better than you acted. Shout out to Mitch Hedberg on that one, by the way. I kind of stole his shit. Do you have a second question or no?
I do. I do. I was hoping I'd get a second chance. So this is one that I've been asked before that got me thinking a little bit. So if you were in like gladiator style battle, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
How big's the duck?
A duck is like chicken size, like full-grown chicken size. It's like at least the size of your head.
Okay, so we're not talking about like ducklings. We're talking about like full-fledged adult
Like
ducks.
adult duck-sized horses. A
First of all,
hundred of them.
I don't think, I don't even care if it's like 100 roaches. I don't think I could take her. I don't think I could take care of 100 roaches. I would lose track and eventually trip over one and then get nade to death somehow.
Nade.
So if at least if you have a duck-sized horse, or sorry, a horse-sized duck, you would at least have the opportunity to focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah, but ducks are mean. And
Geese
could
are
you imagine? Okay, same thing, right? Duck, right? It's already pissed off at you because you're about to stab it, and it's a horse size, which means its wings are like enormous. Could you imagine like the wind slap off of that if it was just like boxed your ears?
well. The thing about that though is that ducks can also fly, so it's like I'm sitting there going like much like how uh bigger things are often more afraid of you, like bears, for instance, are more afraid of you than you are afraid of them. I'm assuming that this duck might be just more afraid of me than I'm afraid of them,
It's just
and
trying to
just
get away.
fly away and bother somebody else.
So you're gonna go with a horse-sized duck?
I'm gonna go with a horse-sized duck. And could you imagine if you defeat this duck, or somehow harness this duck, especially if it's a female duck? Could you imagine the size of breakfast you would have every fucking morning?
Those duck eggs would be huge.
I
Oh my god.
like 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 you got to think of the spoils here. And if not, like, could you
So you're like,
imagine?
I'm not fighting anyone. I'm actually going to capture the duck and train it to be my friend.
Or if it's a male duck, I may just have a really big dinner. Hell, I could probably buy my freedom with a duck that big.
I feel like if you really wanted to defeat the duck, you could just take a loaf of bread with you into the arena. Just chuck it off to one side. Bam.
Or
Distracted duck.
or some grapes.
Or grapes? I've never fed ducks grapes.
That's an that's an old joke too. Look up ducks and grapes.
Okay,
Got
there
it?
was a.
Got any grapes?
I feel like I told you that joke on my introduction podcast because that was like my favorite joke ever. I've known that joke for so long.
It's a very famous joke.
Oh, I love it.
But
Okay, do you have another one?
I had one in my head and I forgot what it. Oh, if you could join, this is actually one on my entire list of interview questions that I have, that I think I may have added after you did the actual show. If you could go into any fantasy world, like Potter, Narnia, Jurassic Park, Lord of the Rings, any kind of known fantasy world, and leaving everything that you have now behind, what fantasy world would you choose to go to?
Um. Oh, that's so hard.
That's what she said. Da da da.
Go home. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm already home, so I don't talk about.
Oh, okay. There was a TV show that I was watching, and it was about magic, and it had this guy that went by the name of O or Q or R or P or something like that. Then he went to like a magic school, and there was like a portal into a whole other magic realm, and I can't think of what it was called.
The Magicians.
But that's the place I would. Is that it? The Magicians? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's on.
Google it real quick.
I think it's on FX.
It sounds right, honestly. By the way, Twisted fucked up show. Great show if you like
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff.
oh yeah.
I watched the
Really?
whole thing. So yeah, the magician. So I want to go to their magic land. That place was crazy. And if I'm gonna lose everything I've already got, then might as well go like full scale crazy, right? I want to learn magic. I want to have like my own magical realm. I want to get lost in time and work on a slide puzzle for 30 years and then just pop back in time randomly. That sounds great. All of that sounds great. I don't want to die. Not that part. Not that far in. Before that part. But at least if I do, I'll go out with a poof, sizzle, sizzle, sparkle, sparkle. Ah,
I always say, like, if I would ever go into any kind of fantasy show or movie or whatever, it'd be Doctor Who.
that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty great.
I mean, you to go anywhere, anytime. Just
Would you want to be the Doctor Who or would you want to be the sidekick?
I would want to be the companion.
Yeah, me
I
too,
would.
for sure.
I would, however, fake my death. So at least my family. That way, if I would happen to die on one of these excursions, my family wouldn't think that I randomly ran away, and
That makes sense.
they'd always be looking. They would have some kind of closure. So I would have I would jump out of like an airplane and crash it in the middle of the ocean type thing.
Fake your
So
own death.
just fake my own death. Um, just all those lines. So my family, the family that I have, would know that I'm gone and I'm not coming back because that's part of the rules. Is like you're just not coming back. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
for sure.
I
Doctor Who would have been a great one.
I don't know which
And all the
doctor I'd
same
want to go
crazy
with, but
adventures, too.
yeah. Anyway, Brandon Stafford, thank you for your question. That was a very lively topic, and I appreciate it. Uh,
Indeed.
next week, Andy's going to have another question, and I'm going to let her know what it is at the end of the show after we're done recording, so you guys don't know what it is. But I do have it for next week, so stay tuned for that one, dear. But again, if you want to be part of the Thank You To review, much like this, and ask some of our bastards a question or two, it is bracket, BRACKETTY, the number 2, and R at yahoo.com to get in. All those questions and remarks and everything else goes directly to me, and I pick my favorite ones, just like this one happened to be a barn burner of a question. So again, thank you, Brandon. Uh, Welcome back for the second half of round one. We are an hour into this. Welcome back for the second half of round one. Audience starts us off on this one. It is either the Beatles and I Want to Hold Your Hand, or, and I think I'm going to give this. This is going to end up being a tie-breaking decision down to Andy because I know where Andy's going to go. It's either Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand, or Dolly Parton's 9 to 5. The audience, by the way, in a 15 vote difference, is going to go with the Beatles. I Want to Hold Your Hand. I'm going to go with 9 to 5 off of this one. I appreciate Dolly. I appreciate Dolly as a human. It This is one of those times where separating music and man, or music from artist, or art from artist, whatever you decide to call it, I don't have to, because I if Dolly would ever run for president, I would vote for Dolly in a heartbeat. I don't care how old she is.
Dolly for president. Yes.
Dolly for president, like, just period. I don't even care who her running mate is at this point, because who in the hell would assassinate Dolly Parton? I don't care what side of the coin you're on.
Nope.
I think
Everybody
she would.
loves Dolly.
Everyone loves Dolly. Like, there's no person on this planet, even her exes. I guarantee you, her exes, like from childhood, still probably love Dolly. Dolly was the one that got away.
Probably.
I do love the song "I Want to Hold Your Hand." Touching song. Uh, every time I see something about it have to do with cancer, though, which bothers me.
That's
But
not what that song's about.
no, it's not. But uh, we did a uh song. We did a show in high school called John Lennon and Me, which the entire premise of that is you have two kids. It's much like entire Fault in Our Stars, where you have two kids that are dying. One's on the road to recovery, and one you know is going to die by the end of the show. And then it turns out that it switches.
Love that.
by the end. So the person that you're super happy that this person gets to live, but then you're shocked by the end because it's completely out of left field that this other person who was almost completely healthy just dies, not randomly because the clues were there, but they just die, and it's like this is this is a bunch of bullshit. And I want to hold your hand. The entire show, John Lennon and Me, is based around Beatles songs.
Okay.
So, for instance, "Hey Jude," which is another song on n- next week's show, by the way.
Oh,
The
I thought it
only
was on this one.
is it on this one? It might be. No, it's on next week's.
Okay.
Yeah, next week's show. But "Hey Jude" was in there as well. Also from the show Glee,
Hmm.
I I want to hold your hand was when Kurt's dad was in for cancer treatment
Yeah, I
and
forgot
everything
about
else.
that.
It's just, uh, but the song "Bluebird" was in that one too, and that was a damn good song. So I appreciate that one. I love the song, but it's really depressing. 9 to 5. I am all for. I'm all for equality across the board. I really am, and this song is just it gives a good tone to it. And that boss was a dick, so fuck him.
N- Exactly. 9 to 5 was a great movie. I actually did not see it until very recently, but I knew of the song for a very long time. Um, and the song is great, and it still holds true. Like, work still sucks, and it still feels like everything she sang about in that song, and that song was from so many years ago. Um, so, I'm going to vote for Dolly. Feel like you already knew that, though.
Yep.
And I want to hold your hand. I feel like the positive notes on that one, it's catchy, mostly because it's literally like 10 words. The cool part about I Want to Hold Your Hand is it uses the clap beats. So instead of like a big drum kit, my boyfriend's back actually does it too, where it's like clapping is the beat instead of actual drums. That's pretty cool about that song, especially since it's called I Want to Hold Your Hand and they use clap beats. So clever. But 9 to 5 definitely wins.
9 to 5 moves on 2 to 1 to the next round. I start this one off. It is either going to be by ABBA. It is either going to be "Dancing Queen" or "Fallen" by Alicia Keys. I'm going for the upset on this one. I'm going to go with "Fallen." I love this song. Alicia Keys' vocals. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's an excellent like musician in her own right as far as piano playing, whatever. But Alicia Keys' vocals are one of the top vocals that I have ever heard. I've never heard her live, and I really, really want to one of these days, but I just haven't. And she needs to be more celebrated than what she is. There is a rock version of this song too, and I cannot remember who sings this, but it is freaking fantastic. You can go on Spotify or whatever app that you have and uh, look up. I think it's the same guy that does the rock versions of like Disney songs, so that's probably where I got it as
Oh,
well.
okay.
So I'm gonna go with
I love
"Fallen"
that.
off of this one by Alicia Keys. Andy, is it "Fallen" or "Dancing Queen"?
Both of those are definitely on my favorites to sing in the car. I feel like as a member of the queer community, Dancing Queen is kind of an anthem. So I can't discount that. It's literally everywhere. They've made Dancing Queen into every kind of possible dance style music you can imagine at this point. It's insane. I didn't actually realize how popular Dancing Queen still was for some people until kind of recently. So I need to give it credit for that. But I did sing Fallen in an eighth grade talent show. Was it eighth grade? I don't know. Now I'm dating myself, but it was like eighth
I
grade or
wasn't
something
there. I
like
can't
that.
tell you.
But it was in a talent show, and I love that song, and it is also really well written. But I'm gonna go with Dancing Queen.
Uh, Dancing Queen gets the vote. It also gets the win because in a 34 vote difference, Dancing Queen completely routes "Fallen" off of this one.
Wow.
2 to 1. I try to give it hope. Andy, Is it Madonna's Like a Virgin or Marty Robbins' El Paso?
Those are so different.
I know, right?
So different. In Marty Robbins' El Paso, there's a line that's like a bullet may find me or something like that, but our bullet may find me tomorrow, but tonight nothing hurts worse than the pain in my heart. That is such a heartbreaking line. That's my favorite line in El Paso. I love that line. Aside from that, Like a Virgin. I think that everybody knows Like a Virgin. It's in commercials. It's still played at like, well, weddings for some reason. Um,
I don't know why, but
I'm gonna go with Like a Virgin.
by the way, the song I was talking about before, Fallen, the artist is Zero, Seryo, all caps. Off of that, it's a the guy was on like America's Got Talent or something like that, which is where I originally heard his voice and started looking some stuff down. Was is not the Disney guy that I thought, but so there's that. Uh, I know like a Virgin is gonna move on. Any person in his right mind would probably go for Virgin off of this one as well. I'm gonna go for El Paso on this one. I'm a huge fan of old country music, and El Paso, Texas, is where my grandparents and my mom actually grew up. So it holds a little bit more of a family tune for me. Audience, however, off of this one will be going in a 19 vote off of this one. Like a Virgin gets the vote from them as well. 2-1 faces another 2-1 in the next round. Audience, it is either Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor or 50 Cent In the Club. You want to talk about two completely different songs?
Who goes first in this one?
This is the audience off of this one, and it is. I'm surprised.
Can I steal the audience vote?
Not until your vote. Not until your vote. The audience, however, surprising me in a 12 vote difference, will be going with Nothing Compares to You.
Wow, that's a surprise to me too.
I'm aware of this, and to be honest, I don't really have any song on here that I care about enough to do any damage with, so I am going to steal Andy's vote and go with Into Club.
No! Why?
Just,
That's so rude.
just because I'm required to do at
I
least
can't believe you.
one bastard move a week, and I'm going to be doing that this week. Into
Ah,
Club gets the votes, and we'll be moving on. But Andy, what was your vote?
not in the club. I can't believe you just did that to me. Sinead fucking O'Connor, man. Okay, fine, fine. It's fine. I'll be okay.
I do it with love, and you know it.
As long as Indie Club doesn't win,
I
I'm just gonna keep stealing votes and passing parcels to make 50 Cent the winner.
I mean, I don't have that ability, but
Oh, okay.
well, the dog's not happy about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on out there. Sorry.
It's all right. I'm gonna wait a little bit for it to pass. That way, I can just edit the entire clip out.
Okay. I think someone knocked on my front door. There are people out there to deal with it. Oh my gosh. I'll be right back.
Probably enough. The song "You Let the Dogs Out" is not
No.
on this list.
Stop it. Okay, I made it.
All
Somebody
right.
did indeed knock on my door. All right.
Um, after completely screwing over Andy off of that one, Indie Club moves on 2-1 to the next round. Next up, I start this one off. It is either going to be Kesha's TikTok or Rick Ashley's "Never Gonna Give You Up." I
Rick roll.
"Never Gonna Give You Up" got way too many votes as far as the entire audience goes. Uh, like I wouldn't have given it one, and it got more than that, which is way too much. TikTok, although it hasn't aged well with current situations, I still love this song.
To
Um,
be fair, when she performs it live, she changes it to fuck P Diddy.
I mean,
So like, she's kind of saved it a little, but it did not age well.
that is kind of what he's in trouble for in a different situation. So
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm gonna go for TikTok off of this, mainly because I love the beat more in the song, and "Never Gonna Give You Up" one is not a good song. It's more of a meme than anything else nowadays. So
You are never gonna let you down.
so
Why
I'm gonna
was
go.
I'm sorry. Why wasn't it a good song? I need to know your
It's
input
just
on this.
one. It's extremely repetitive.
Yeah.
It's not. It's extremely repetitive. Uh, Realistically, it's. I'm more of a lyrical kind of person. I enjoy listening to the way words flow together, which is another reason when you said the entire with "I Want to Hold Your Hand" only has like 20 words to the entire thing. It made me laugh because of that. But TikTok is one of those things that we were just talking about, the lyrics of the song not really aging well, but there's so many different things in that song that still not only harken back to the time period, but they just flow so well. And it's not even a rap song. It's a song, and it's just performed very well. "Never Gonna Give You Up." Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure the internet ruined it for a lot of people. So you can I can blame the internet for that one, but it's just lyrically it does not stand up to what TikTok is.
Okay, I can agree with you on that. So I'm glad I asked. But I actually loved TikTok when it first came out. I had a dance team back in high school, and by had I mean I made up dances and had like 8 other people that did the dance routines with me. But we were all right. We were all right. Anyway, that song was one that we all wanted to dance to because there were so many words, like there was so many different pictures being described, like so many different things in that song, and it was about like having fun and partying and doing all the things. So that song lives rent free in my brain forever, and I really thought that it would not hold up against "Never Gonna Give You Up" when you first said the two together, because I assumed everybody else loved that song because of the meme. So my vote is also gonna go for TikTok.
Gets a vote. The audience, in a 35 vote difference. Why?
Oh,
Went with never
whoa.
went with "Never Gonna Give You Up." TikTok moves on. Now I'm gonna catch up a little bit. Uh, so okay,
I
"Fallen."
told you everybody loves that silly song.
"Fallen" for my wife, number 11. Never really listened to Alicia Keys songs a whole lot, so all she really says off of that. "Nothing Compares to You," number 30. So really far down the list on that one. For me, this song is just a little too slow and would make me fall asleep. Never gonna give you up. Okay, number 27 for my wife. This is a no for me. I just don't like this song. This is why my wife and I flow so well. Granted, I don't necessarily agree with her list because there's songs on here that I'm like, really type thing. But
Like her top four. We already booted off.
no, number one is still there.
Okay,
Um,
good.
Never gonna give you up. However, when we did this for the Facebook audience, never gonna give you up won the audience's poll, the entire thing. So this side of
The
the audience
whole-
bracket, just this side, it's still going against pro- probably knowing the audience is voting is probably going to go against Bohemian Rhapsody at the end of this entire thing for the
that is
audience.
crazy.
Yeah, that's why I said like why. I don't understand it. I understand it getting through the first two rounds. I really do. Even with TikTok and some other songs on there. But once you start getting into the depths of of this tournament, the joke should have subsided by then. But it didn't.
Yeah. No, that's the problem with getting rickrolled. It never ends. It just
It,
keeps going. Never gonna give you up. It's the whole premise. It's gonna be forever.
it's so wrong.
When AI decides to torture us all, that's the song it's gonna play forever and ever on repeat.
All right, Andy starts us off. Andy, is it Bad Day by Daniel Powder? I think that's how I pronounce that. Powter? Or Sugar Pie Honey Bunch by I think it's the Archies. Yep. No, that's Sugar.
Which
Hold up. Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. It's not the name of the song. Sorry, I can't help myself. Is the
can't help
actual name of the
myself.
song? There it is. But everybody refers it to as Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. So by
Yes.
by the Four Tops. So I can't help myself or Bad Day.
Okay. I love Bad Day. I think that song is fantastic. It's fantastic on a good day or bad day or any day, really, because it's just like, so what? You had a bad day, you know? I like it. I like it a lot. Um, Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch. Is that the one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just had notes for it. Not that one. Where is it? Can't help myself. Dun, 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 dun. It's catchy. That's all I got. It's not something I'm going to listen to on a regular basis. If I like think of olden times music, that's when I will pull out my Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. Um, so yeah, I'm going to go with Bad Day.
It was only like 50 years ago. Come on.
The olden days.
The audience in a 6 vote difference on this one is going to go with Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. Um, I'm also going to go for Sugar Pie Honey Bunch off of this one. I do appreciate Bad Day. It's a very catchy song. I agree with you on that one. Sugar Pie Honey Bunch is one of those songs that Bad Day is one of those songs that you play when you're having a bad day to cheer you up. Sugar Pie Honey Bunch is the same damn thing, but it's not talking about a bad day. It's just a song that the beat alone, not even the words. The words do too, but the the sheer music alone off of Sugar Pie Honey Bunch, it's
Is it generating happiness?
it does. It's such a sugar rush that you can't help but like don't even have to know the song, and it will put you in a better mood.
Do you know what other song does that I think of often? Is that I want candy, dun, 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 dun. Like it
Yep,
just makes you happy, even if the song's kind of annoying after a while. All right.
that reminds me of the movie Hop. the entire what is it, Easter Bunny movie. Okay. 2-1. Sugar Pie
I
moves
don't
on
think I've
to
seen that one.
it's. Oh God. You've seen the Sonic movies, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Donut Lord from the entire Sonic movies
Yeah.
plays the main character. He he wants he doesn't really do anything with his life. He's a slacker and everything else. But he meets the bunny who is supposed to become the Easter Bunny, but doesn't want to be the Easter Bunny. He wants to be a drummer
Okay.
of all things. So ends up taking the place of the Easter Bunny. So now you have an Easter Bunny and a human Easter Bunny.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I'm pretty sure there's two of these. There's Hop and Hop 2.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up.
It's a cute movie. It's a kids movie, and like uh Donut Lord is taking care of somebody like his boss's house or something like that while his boss is away, and the the Easter Bunny comes in and absolutely destroys it.
I
Like
love this.
it's just there's candy everywhere and toilet paper down the hallways. It's just yeah, it's hilarious. Audience starts us off on this one, I think. Yes, audience. It is either Uptown Funk or Gold Digger. 7 vote difference off of this one. Uptown Funk gets this vote. I do not like Kanye West. I don't. I cannot stand him. The only song of Kanye West that I do like, however, is Gold Digger. But I think that has more to do with Jamie Foxx than anything else. Uh,
Yeah.
so I I'm actually a fan of both of these songs. So I am going to give it up to you on this one, and I'm going to go with Gold Digger. So it's a tie-breaking decision for you because I'm good with either one of these. Moving on.
Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Say what? That song is awesome. I love that song. I cannot help but dance to that stupid song. And then in the music video, his little like thing that he was doing I don't even know what that was. I probably can't do it while I'm sitting down. But either way, love that song all the time. Uptown Funk.
I always sing the wrong words to it. You know how the entire what is it? Tiny Dancer is Tony Danza thing.
Yes.
I would do the entire Uptown fucks you up. Uptown fucks you up.
Fucks you up.
Uptown fucks you up.
My favorite one like that is from the song New York by Alicia Keys. She's like, New York, concrete jungle, wet dream tomato. There's nothing you can't do. That I sing it like that every time.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
I'm gonna have to do that one of these days. Like we're working on the list for next year. It's out in our Bastards chat right now. Our list for next year's is out, but it's not going to be finalized until October 1st, which is when it's going to be released to the public. So I may have to take out one of those and just come up with 32 songs that have wildly misheard lyrics in it
Yes. Yes.
because I don't think we have a lot of music stuff next year. I think that might be a lot of fun. So
Okay.
last one, last one on this one. I start this one off. It is either going to be Lady Gaga and Poker Face, or These Boots Are Made for Walking by Nancy Sinatra. I had to look that one up. I couldn't remember who it was. I, I'm gonna go with These Boots off of this one. One, it's country. I'm gonna go for country too. Poker Face always reminds me of Percy Jackson, the movie. Yeah, there's for everybody out there. Andy looks super confused right now. Um, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, I believe, is not the Disney show that they haven't made a second season yet to, which is a really good show. But the actual movie, by the way, don't watch the second movie. It fucking sucks. The first one, though, however, they're in they're in a casino, and that song is playing, and they're just having a blast. It's the entire lotus flower thing where they lose track of time, and they have a certain time period where they have to go through this entire thing, and they lose like 4 days in this one thing because a casino, for anybody out there who doesn't know, casinos are made for you to get lost into. They are
Oh
purposely
yeah.
made for you to not know where you're at, so you keep playing games.
It's like an adult fun house. There's mirrors everywhere and all the
Hmm.
lights look the same in every room and there's weird angles on all the walls so that you don't know where to orientate yourself. Casinos are great.
Yep. Never go to one drunk, by the way, because you never find
No.
your way out. But it always reminds me of that movie, and it's not good. So I'm gonna go with these boots because I actually like that song, and that reminds me of Dukes of Hazzard. And Jessica Simpson is at one time was on my hall pass list, so I'll go with that. Andy, Poker Face, these boots.
I think as far as longevity goes, obviously these boots are made for walking and they've been walking for many, many moons at this point. I don't think that song is going anywhere. I feel like it's still going to be around 50 years from now. Um, Also, I don't know if anyone else experiences this or not, but in the Nancy Sinatra, these boots are made for walking. Does she or does she not sound entirely bored?
Yeah, she
I
does.
think I think it adds something to the song. I love the Nancy Sinatra version of it specifically because she sounds bored. Like she doesn't sound angry or sassy or any of those like overly emotional things. She's just like, "Listen here, motherfucker." Like
She's she's completely over it at this point. She just can't.
she just
She's
can't.
like, I
Yes.
just can't.
Exactly. And she nails the "I'm bored with you" in the vocals in that version. So if it was the Jessica Simpson version, I might have voted a different way. But since it's the Nancy Sinatra version, I'm definitely going with Boots.
The audience, by the way, in a 18 vote difference off of this one was going to go for Poker Face, which is it's a more relevant song. It's a lot more newer. Uh, is going to go for Poker Face. These boots, however, moves on 2-1. A lot of these are 2-1s. We've had a couple of sweeps. I think just
One,
two, one,
two?
two.
Yeah, just
Uh, I swear, an American Pie moved on
yeah,
and
that's
moved on
right.
to one. Everything else has been split votes in the situation. By the way, speaking of votes, going back, looks like Bad Day,
Hmm.
my wife off of this one. Number 18. This is a good song, and I like the lyrics. It made it to the middle of my list, as there were better songs that I liked more. So it's not really good or bad anything on that one. Gold Digger, number 7. So a lot higher on her list than I thought it would be. While I'm not a while I'm not a Kanye West song at all, Kanye West fan at all, I do like this song. So she agrees with me on that one. And Poker Face. Um, I am a fan of Lady Gaga and her songs. This song makes me think of the first Percy Jackson movie more than anything else. So we agree on that one as well. So shout out to my wife
Like
on that one.
literally what you said
Yeah,
verbatim.
well, almost. Yeah, I went into more depth into it because you were super fucking confused. Either way, we have a Sweet 16. We'll be right back right after this break. Uh, do you have anything to promote or any?
Not at the moment. I've got nothing going on. September, unfortunately, has been our band hiatus month, so we aren't going to kick things up again until probably right before Thanksgiving. and then we're going to be releasing a Christmas song. So it's a little early to promote that.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. We're just gonna have a slight conversation. One of the very one of the very cool things that I get to do as a podcaster, I get to talk to some pretty cool people. One of the coolest people that I know, at least on today's show, because she's much more cool than I am. That would be Andy. Andy, how are you doing?
I am fantastic, Freddie. How are you?
I am great as well. It's always good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while, unfortunately. You're always welcome on this particular show. Andy, by the way, is for everybody who doesn't remember this, this is Bubbles' sister.
Yeah.
And they are two completely different people and I love they're both bubbly in the entire situation, but two completely different people and I love that fact that you get you and Bubbles, and I would love to see your guys' like Thanksgiving type thing because like that
Oh,
household must be lit. And
I was describing it to actually somebody recently about like family meals in my house because we had a big family. So if you can imagine me and Bubbles, and then there were four other of us, um, two other girls and two other boys, and we're all kind of similarly very bubbly and full of smart ass jokes and puns. And it gets loud and chaotic and funny, and you would probably love to be there.
oh, one of the I say I keep telling Bubbles it's like a $57 flight from Des Moines to Vegas, and one of these days I'm just gonna do it. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I can never take the time off work. Uh, and it because I've never got to meet like at least in person I've never got to meet you or Bubbles, and I would love to do it one of these days. Like I'm gonna take like a cross country trip and just try to map out my selections because um I got to meet you and Hollis while I'm down there. I gotta check out. There's uh Shy is down there. Logan is down there as well. They're down in West Virginia area.
Our
So
side of the country.
yeah, our side of the country. You're not too terribly far from me. I'm out in Iowa, but it's still a couple day drive. But
Yeah.
but there's a whole bunch of people that I just need to see, and I think it would be fun to finally actually meet you, go to a show that you guys have one of these days, and it's on my to do list in the next 5 years. So,
I'll keep you informed on when we're doing shows.
but you are a musician. What genre would you put yourself into?
So, because of the type of musical backgrounds of all of the members of the band at this point, we don't really have a genre. Midwest emo is probably as close as we could get to what we write, kind of, but I have a very like country western style to my playing and my writing that I just inherited from, the music I listened to growing up. And then we also have a lot of like emo influence or oh my gosh, what's the thing? Like punk style music. Like our Christmas song was a punk Christmas song. We're writing another one that's a punk Christmas song. But I also wrote a couple of like almost folk style love songs. And then we just wrote one called In the Dark, and that's 100% a rock song. You would like that one. It literally says, "Yeah, she's so beautiful, da-na-na-na-na-na-na, in the dark, da-na, da-na." It's great. A little bit of everything.
So, is there somewhere that people outside who haven't been able to hear your music can actually hear your music that are not local to you?
Yeah. So if you wanted to find any of my socials, it's just Don't Call Me Lady or Don't Call Me Lady Music on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And we post random stuff of performances or practices all the time. The Living Room Jams on Facebook are my favorite little series where we just accidentally figure out how to play a song wrong and then it sounds cool. Um, and then if you want to look me up on any of the music platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, any of those, it is Don't Call Me Lady. It's DON apostrophe T because I didn't think about the apostrophe being a problem when we started this. But Don't Call Me Lady. and you should be able to find all of our music on any of the streaming sites. We're going to have more by the end of this year, so now's the time.
I will try to add a link on the show notes when this actually goes out on our Spotify feed as well. So make sure to check that
Yeah.
out. Speaking of Andy as well, make sure to check out her backstage interview. That was well back there, but it was a shit ton of fun as well. Hollis was has I think Hollis has one as well
Mm-hmm.
because she's a trip. But and we'll get Hollis on one of these days. Maybe next week because I believe Hollis is not Hollis. Sorry, I believe Handy. Bleh. I'm just
What you
mixing
said.
words. I'm just mixing words now. I believe Andy is on next week as well. So since we
Mm-hmm.
have that other guest, Hollis is more than welcome, and that way we'll have a full set, and I can vote as well, and
Ooh,
just
that'd be cool.
have a shit ton of fun. So, um, but yeah, everybody out there, go ahead and check them out. I guarantee you that you will find something in that library that you will like, and if you don't, they're always coming out with some new stuff. So keep
Yeah.
watching. Welcome back for round two. Looks like Andy starts this one off. Andy, is it Old Town Road or 9 to 5?
9 to 5. I, I, do I have to explain all of this? I feel like 9 to 5 for sure. If 9 to 5 doesn't win this, I'm gonna cry.
How
All
dare
right,
how dare you put that kind of.
no pressure.
I've already screwed you over once. I mean,
I know.
Old Town Road in a 13 vote difference gets the audience vote off of this one. And
So you're gonna make me cry, is what you're saying.
no, I'm not. I'm gonna go with 9 to 5 on this one, and because
Yes.
realistically, and the reason why is because in this particular quadrant, I think 9 to 5 is one of the better songs. It comes down to that one and another one. If that one happens to move on against 9 to 5, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with that one. So
Heard.
9 to 5 moves on 2 to 1 to the next round. Old Town Road for my lovely wife. Number 6. This song definitely has a good beat. It's fun to rock out to a little bit. So, Old Town Road is officially off the board. Audience starts us off. It is either We Don't Talk About Bruno or Like a Virgin. It is in a 20 vote difference off of this one. Like a Virgin gets a vote. I've, I'm a Disney kid, and I'm not going to apologize for it. And the lyrics in We Don't Talk About Bruno is absolutely fantastic. It is probably one of the most descriptive songs that I've heard in a really long time, even from Disney. Um, Lin Manuel, who, if anybody who don't know who that is, he also wrote Hamilton,
Mm-hmm.
and making American history into rap music that is not epic rap battles of history is fantastic. So I got to give him props on that one. I'm gonna go. We Don't Talk About Bruno. It's not my favorite song from that soundtrack though, and that's because I am always a mental health uh, mental health guy. I'm a mental health advocate when I can, and Surface Pressure, when it comes down to it, is my favorite song from that entire album. It's one of my top 10 Disney songs of all time. But We Don't Talk About Bruno gets that vote. Tie breaking decision there, Andy, is that We Don't Talk About Bruno, We're Like a Virgin.
Surface Pressure is intense. I love that song so much. And it's so relatable to so many people for so many reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So Bruno, again, like everything you said, and then also just the way that entire soundtrack for that whole Disney movie was put together was glorious. I love all of it. And Bruno specifically, how she's like talking to all these different people and they're all giving you like bits of information and they literally tell you an entire story in like 3 minutes. And it's just so dynamic and cool. I'm with you on it. I'm here for Bruno.
There's also, and I didn't know this. I didn't recognize it until I started listening to it via headphones too, because there's spoilers in the song.
Hmm.
Uh, and this movie's been out long enough. I know you guys know what it is and everything else, but there's sounds of sand in the background of the beat to it,
Yes.
and which kind of gives you the clue that she knows more and has always known more about what's going on that nobody else does because she can hear everything.
Yeah.
So, and it's not something that I would have ever thought about. And the layers of that in a Disney movie, like
It was so good.
this song did not need to come that hard,
No.
and it did, and I'm here for it. Bruno takes out Like a Virgin off of this one. Like a Virgin, number 12 for my wife on this one, so middle of the road. This is an okay song. I've heard it a few times in things that I have watched on TV. So I don't think my wife is a Madonna fan.
I don't think so.
No. Like, she knows the song, but she's like, not a big deal. Uh, I start this one off. It is either going to be Rolling in the Deep or TikTok. I think Adele kind of eked by that last round uh, with our votes, like barely eked by. I'm gonna go for TikTok off of this one. Lyrics. What is that?
That's my smoke detector.
You might want to take care of that.
Everything okay?
I mean, yeah, but yeah.
Okay. All right. No fire has been had.
Oh, good. It'd be it wouldn't be the first show that we've done where there's a fire involved. But
Oh my gosh.
yeah, uh, it's not a good story. So. But yeah, Rolling the Deep. Personally wise, I'm not really a huge fan of her. The song's okay. TikTok, like the song alone lyrically would get my vote over a majority of the songs. Rolling the Deep is definitely one of those songs. So I'm gonna go with TikTok off of this one. Andy, is it TikTok or Rolling in the Deep?
Just based on the fact that would listen to it, I'm more likely to listen to TikTok than Rolling in the Deep. I'm going to say TikTok.
Gets a vote.
They
In
rank
a
about the same in my brain, so.
in a 7 vote difference, however, Rolling in the Deep gets that particular vote. So 2-1, TikTok. I need to learn how to spell. TikTok gets it's 3-letter words and I can't spell it. TikTok moves on 2-1 to the next round. Rolling in the Deep for my lovely wife is 21. I'd never understood the Adele craze and never go into listening to her music, but it's not really a bad song. Uh, Next up is Andy. Andy starts us off. Is it Uptown Funk or American Pie?
Right now it is.
Oh, my brain stopped. Did you see that? Like, I
Yeah.
completely froze for a second.
You see the little dial just going.
Buffering. um,
You still have lifelines, by the way.
oh, I do. Oh, I do. So I can blow my load. and go
You can.
last. Which one is past the parcel? That's where I give my vote to somebody else,
Yep.
right?
You'd give it to my wife.
I feel like she's for sure gonna go with Uptown Funk over American Pie. I'm gonna blow my load. I'm gonna go last.
Andy has decided to blow her load in this situation. The audience gets to start us off on this one. The audience between American Pie and Uptown Funk. It is a 15 vote difference down to American Pie. I,
I don't have time to wait.
I'm gonna be a
Can we do it tomorrow morning? You just have
I'm gonna
to
go with Uptown Funk. I would have gone with Uptown Funk anyway, but it's just more fun to be ridiculous. Andy blew her load. She can't do that anymore during the show. Tiebreak decision. You still have pass the parcel if you want. Pass the parcel is unlimited, so you can tiebreak off anything. American Pie or Uptown Funk?
Mm, okay, fine. Uptown Funk. I like that one better. I know American Pie is a classic, and there's probably going to be a lot of people really mad at me right now. But I think Uptown Funk's going to be around for a long time. Kind of like Staying Alive. It's just never going to die. Uptown Funk.
So it's just gonna stay alive.
Exactly.
I appreciate the dad jokes. I really do. Uptown Funk moves on. American Pie gets booted. Number 17 for my wife. This is a good song. It's very catchy. Just doesn't measure up to some of my others. So, audience starts us off this one officially. It is either Sugar Sugar or Dancing Queen. I appreciate the queer aspect of this one,
Hmm.
but as far as fun vibes go and music, and I'm always more of the fun vibes kind of guy because bad vibes suck,
Yeah.
and they kind of drain you too. So, but Sugar Sugar has the nice uplifting sugar high than anything else. So I'm gonna go with Sugar Sugar off of this one. Is it Sugar Sugar or Dancing Queen?
I am definitely going to go with Dancing Queen. Like, if I was going to turn on one of those two songs right now, it would be Dancing Queen. Also, that song is great to sing in like groups of drunken stupor. Dancing Queen is the best.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna hate the next round.
Oh.
And since you already blew your load, it's gonna suck even more.
Oh, what's happening?
I start this one off. It is either going to be Dancing Queen for my wife off of this one. Number 14, so little bit before the halfway mark. It's an okay song. Probably wouldn't listen to it unless it was playing in a movie and or TV show I was watching. This song also makes me think of the movie Mamma Mia, which, because again, ABBA. I start this one off. It is either going to be I Love Rock and Roll or In da Club.
The only other song on the list that I would let Into Club win.
I'm gonna go for In da Club on this one,
I knew you were going to say that.
and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is going to be a tie-breaking decision coming down to you because the audience in a 6-vote
Ugh.
went for I Love Rock and Roll. So, do you want to know who we're facing in the next round? Just to be nice.
I don't feel like In the Club is going to compete well in the next round.
I don't think it is either.
But I don't want I Love Rock and Roll to keep going. I think I personally kind of don't like that song anymore. We're just gonna have a little song therapy on the radio real quick. That
Like,
song.
fuck you, Joan Jett.
Literally, it kind of pisses me off every time it comes on. I roll my eyes a little. Like, okay, whatever. You don't love rock and roll. You just pretend to love rock and roll. Sorry. Okay.
So, what is your vote?
All right, I'm gonna go with Into Club. Into Club. I know it's gonna get knocked out next round. I'm not gonna let I Love Rock and Roll go because then there's a chance that it might make it into
No,
Club. That's my
no.
vote.
No, I am. I'm so happy that I got you to vote for that after it
Do this.
after I broke your heart and having the club beat out. Nothing compares to you.
Nothing compares to you would have been such a better song. I'm still mad at you about this. Okay, it's fine.
It's all right. I don't have a soul. By the way, I Love Rock and Roll was that number one song that I was talking about before.
Sorry, your wife.
So none of the my wife's top 5 songs on this thing made it to the to round 3. In the Club moves on 2-1 to the next round. Andy starts us off. Is it I Swear or Sugar Pie Honey Bunch?
I feel like if I had to get rid of one of those songs forever and never be allowed to listen to them ever again, it would be Sugar Pie Honey Bunch because I still listen to I Swear. So I'm going to vote with I Swear.
I Swear gets a vote. The audience off of this one in a 5-vote difference is going to go for I Swear. I'm going to go for I Swear as well off of this one. So it moves on again.
Ooh, is that the second sweep?
It is. And it's the same song.
Mm-hmm.
I Swear moves on again in a sweep to the next round. That's an intriguing matchup as well. Last up in round 2, audience starts us off. It is either going to be these are 2 what I like to call fuck you songs. Audience, it is either Flowers or These Boots Are Made for Walking. In a 1-vote difference between these 2, These Boots barely gets that vote.
One vote.
1 vote, yeah. And I'm gonna go with These Boots as well. I appreciate Flowers. Flowers again is one of those songs that as far as either if it's drunk karaoke or actually people who are actually really good at singing can do it. They're both good. These Boots has that nice old country feel to it, and I appreciate that. So These Boots gets my vote. Andy, finish this up.
Those are both such good songs. Why couldn't you put like Into Club up against These Boots? Then
Blame Chat GPT.
fucking Chat GPT bullshit. Okay. I love Flowers, but Nancy Sinatra's Boots, I would buy them for sure. I'm gonna go with These Boots.
Moves on 3-0 to the next round. So we had just as many sweeps in round 1 as we did in round 2.
Same song.
On one of them, these Boots actually in round 1 moved on 2 to 1 in round 1. American Pie was the other one that moved on 3-0 from round 1 to round 2, and did not make it out of round 2. So
that's interesting swing.
But These Boots does move on 3-0 to the next round. Flowers, by the way, for my lovely wife, number 16, so exactly halfway. I like Miley Cyrus's music, and this song is an all right song, and understand the message behind it. So, right directly in the middle in that situation. Speaking of that, we'll be right back right after this break. I am your host, Freddie Fisher. I don't only host this show, but I host multiple other shows. Number 1 is, of course, Bracket Bastards. If you don't know what Bracket Bastards is by this point, you're going to have to listen to the rest of the show until we find a winner. if you don't like who we picked on that one, I'd like to hear from you. I really would, because it is what it is. And if you really don't like the situation, I want to see you on the show so you can make the picks as well. Go ahead and contact me about that one. Central Booking is the wrestling podcast. In fact, as not really as soon as I get done with today's show, but later on tonight, we will be on Central Booking recording the wrestling podcast where we're booking a 40 women rumble from all companies and all time periods. So, if you are a pro wrestling fan, go ahead and check out this show. It is made by fans for fans, where we just kind of fantasy book our way into situations. The recasting call is a movie where we take a movie made before 2000 and recast it with current stars. Uh, Casper, Back to the Future, Treasure Planet, uh, Arsenic and Old Lace, and a whole bunch of other movies are already out. I think we're up in the 20s by this point. But coming up, we have The Replacements, It's a Wonderful Life, and of course, Liar Liar. It's an intriguing show. It's a huge challenge. If you're up for a challenge, again, let us know, and we can go ahead and do that one as well. And of course, last but not least, is another show that Andy has been on. That is Bastards Backstage. It is 20 questions, but millions and millions of answers. The only other show that is on the list is a show that I do not do, and that is Dr. P.F. Jeremiah and his infernal roommate, which I like to refer to as a movie review show with a D&D twist. So check all that and more at the ABC podcast channel. I don't drink enough.
As soon as we're done here, I've got food waiting, so I'm so excited.
Vitamin Water, not a sponsor. Probably never be. Welcome back for... Oh, sorry, before I do that, you have Steal a Vote, and Pass the Parcel. These next 4 matchups are the last time to use them. And I have Pass the Parcel and Blowing a Load. And Blowing a Load, of course, goes to the end of the game.
Okay.
Welcome back for round 3 and beyond. It looks like I start this one off. It is either We Don't Talk About Bruno or Indie Club. This is why I was saying that it probably wouldn't move on.
Okay. All right. I'm not mad about this. I'm excited for this one. Who starts this?
This is me, and you know what? Just to be a shit,
Don't you do it.
I'm gonna go for Indie Club off of this one.
Oh, no.
It gets the vote. Andy,
No.
is it We Don't Talk About Bruno or Indie Club?
Bruno, obviously. It's We Don't Talk About Bruno. Oh, my gosh. I'm gonna cry. Here we go.
You're about to. In a 1 vote difference. Apparently, we don't have a lot of Disney fans voting on this one.
No, you did not. Oh my god.
I don't think
I
Andy's
can't-
going to be back next week. I keep fucking with her.
You keep just breaking my heart over and over. I can't believe this. Really? You're gonna let this happen? Okay.
Bruno moves on 2-1 to the next round.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you're doing this to me.
No, but I am going to do this one to you. Andy, you vote us. You start us off. You have already blown your load. You can't do that. Is it 9 to 5 or Dancing Queen?
Fuck. Okay. I can't not vote for Dolly. I feel like between Dolly and ABBA, Dolly for sure. And then 9 to 5 and Dancing Queen are both killer songs, but 9 to 5 does lend itself to that good old country music I like. I think I'm going to do 9 to 5. Oh, this is so hard. Sorry, ABBA.
9 to 5 gets a vote off of that one. Between Dancing Queen and 9 to 5. Dancing Queen in a 32 vote difference off of that one gets to vote. I'm going to pass the partial. I honestly do not know how it's going to go. So, in a 10 ranking versus a 14 ranking
Oh,
off
it's
of
so
this one,
close.
9 to 5
Yay!
gets my wife's vote off of this situation. By the way, Dancing Queen was to 14. It says it is an okay song. Probably wouldn't listen to it unless I was playing in a movie. What? Yeah, I apparently already read that one, so I think Sugar Sugar was the one I was supposed to read earlier. I do apologize. Sugar Sugar was number 23. I read Dancing Queen. Sugar Sugar is this song has a very upbeat tempo, a little too upbeat for my taste. So, but 9 to 5 does move on 2 to 1. Faces another 2 to 1 in the next round. Audience uh, starts us off. It is either going to be TikTok or I Swear in a 13 vote difference off of this one. I Swear gets that vote. I'm going to go for I Swear as well. I love the lyrics in TikTok. I really do. I always will, even though they have changed with the times. But I Swear is probably one of the most emotional ballads as a love song that I have heard in a really long time. And it's also one of those things that if you want to do it as a solo act, you can. If you want to do it as a duo, a trio, a quartet, anything else, it works. It just works. So I Swear gets my vote as well. Andy, is it I Swear or TikTok?
I am also going to vote for I Swear. I love TikTok. I do. But I feel like I Swear is going to go down in the like songs that people still sing 40 years from today, you know? So I'm going to go with I Swear for sure.
Which means it moves on 3 to 0. TikTok, by the way, is number 5 on my wife's list.
Very modern taste in music.
I know. Says while the lyrics themselves probably don't portray the best message, I do like the artist. I do like the artist songs, and this one has a very good beat to it. By the way, In the Club, which lost earlier as well. Uh, I have to see if I can find it wherever the hell it went. Said number 13. I've never really listened to 50 Cent's music a whole lot. I do know this song, and it does have a very nice beat to it. Last up in round 3, so the last time to steal or pass partial on this one. This is the last time for you to steal a vote. And I start this one off. It is either going to be Uptown Funk or These Boots Are Made for Walking. I'm going to go Uptown Funk on this one just because I like the future matchup. Andy,
Because you like the future matchup.
that's it.
Uptown Funk or These Boots Are Made for Walking. Kind of just very, very different vibes. Um, I think These Boots Are Made for Walking just for the fact that it's a classic and I don't know. I feel like Uptown Funk's going to be around for a while too. That's so hard. Okay, final answer. Boots Are Made for Walking.
Gets a vote. The audience vote goes to Uptown Funk in a 7 vote difference off of that one, which means Uptown Funk moves on 2 to 1 to the next round. It is 3 2 to 1s and a 3 to 0 off of this one. Andy, you start this one off. Is our final 4. Our last songs, and I'm going to give you a chance to ponder this one. I want you to pick one of these. Is it 9 to 5, Uptown Funk? We don't talk about Bruno or I Swear. By the way, These Boots Are Made for Walking was number 9 on my wife's one. It says, I do like this song is fun to sing to, and it makes me think of the show / movie Dukes of Hazzard. So one of those songs.
Okay. 9 to 5.
9 to 5. So we're starting off on that one. Is it 9 to 5 or We Don't Talk About Bruno?
Oh, this is so hard. I know it gets harder every time I do this because at the end it's always way more difficult because it's like all my favorites. But like, okay, 9 to 5 or We Don't Talk About Bruno.
That's one of the more difficult things when it's just like the two people talking, because when you have more than that, when you have a lot more people here,
You have more opinions.
you have more opinions, and you have more opportunity for your favorites to die out early.
Yeah.
But then again, you have me that just like to fuck with people, so.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Bruno. I'm gonna go with 9 to 5.
9 to 5 gets the vote. The audience between 9 to 5 and We Don't Talk About Bruno. It is a tie vote. They have the same amount of votes, so which means the tie-breaking decision goes down to my wife off of this one. Either We Don't Talk About Bruno or 9 to 5. 10 and 19.
Wow.
So 9 to 5 gets that vote as a tie-breaking decision. I'm gonna give it to Bruno off of this one. Just again, lyrics is what gets it onto it. There's so much story told in that 3-minute time period. So many different vocals as well, and they all flow right. So
the way they did like 6 different parts all at the same time was just glorious.
Mm-hmm. Bruno moves on to the 3rd place position, but 9 to 5 gets a nod in the finals. Whoever wins the finals, by the way, moves on to face the winners of next week. So everybody else, keep that in mind. Audience, off of this one. It is either I Swear or Uptown Funk off of this one.
I really didn't think Uptown Funk was going to make it to the end.
Well, I don't think it's going to make it to the finals either. In a 4-vote difference off of this one, I Swear gets that vote. I'm going to keep it going with I Swear. Andy, is it I Swear or Uptown Funk?
I Swear. Definitely I Swear.
So, finals is going to be I Swear versus 9 to 5, but
what a great couple of songs.
I know, right? 3rd place, however, I start this one off. It is either going to be We Don't Talk About Bruno or Uptown Funk. Both of these have a very cool beat to it.
Yep.
A very, very, very cool beat to it. But I think the storytelling in We Don't Talk About Bruno is what's going to put it over the edge for me. And it's just fantastic. So I'm going to go with We Don't Talk About Bruno. Andy, Bruno, Uptown Funk.
I'm going to figure out a way to mash these two songs. We'll be like, we don't talk about Uptown Funk you up. Uptown. Like, I could do it. I could make this happen. This is going to happen. Sorry. Between those two songs, I personally also prefer We Don't Talk About Bruno. As a singer, songwriter, wannabe composer, all of those things. Like, that Encanto was such a well-written musical. And Bruno is awesome. So, Bruno.
All right. The audience, by the way, in a 8-vote difference off of this one, Uptown Funk gets that vote, but Bruno gets 3rd place position. Finals. Andy starts us off. Andy has already blown her load, so she can't do that, which also sucks because it means that I can't either, because the audience cannot blow their load. So I am unable to blow my load. However, I'm still going to play my sound.
Oh.
That is an anti-load being blown off of this one. Andy, is it I Swear or 9 to 5?
I feel like I Swear has swept every single round so far, which probably speaks to how amazing the song is, honestly. How much I think it's amazing, at least. And then 9 to 5 is like one of my favorites always. Like if I haven't listened to it in a while, I'll just randomly start singing it, and it's life, man. It's life. I feel like I Swear is gonna win. I might be wrong. I'm gonna vote for 9 to 5 because I think Dolly deserves it. And that's gonna be my vote.
I Swear gets the audience vote and a 12 vote difference off of this one. Before we get to that, Bruno and Uptown Funk. Bruno, number 19. The song is very catchy, as it should be. However, I have only seen the second half of the movie where the song is from. And Uptown Funk, number 15, so pretty close. This is an okay song. However, my oldest loved this song when he was younger and listened to it a lot, so I'm kind of over it. 9 to 5 says this song has more nostalgia for me than anything else, as I had a dance routine to the song back in middle school. The dance is very toe tapping. The song is very toe tapping type of song. I like the movie this song is written for, in which I believe is called 9 to 5, starring Dolly Parton. And I Swear, she writes, this song sounds very familiar, but I cannot really place it. It's number 10 and 20, by the way, off of those two. Which means tie-breaking decision coming down to me off of this one. I'm going to go for I Swear, giving it the win. However, I would like to point out that we almost had a pearl necklace on today's show, but Andy ruined it.
I ruined it. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
Not really. I'm a little sorry.
I Swear gets first, 9 to 5 second, Bruno third, rounding out the bunch is Uptown Funk. After that, you can find Andy at
Don't Call Me Lady, and don't on Facebook. Don't Call Me Lady Music on Instagram and TikTok, and anywhere on Spotify and Apple Music under Don't Call Me Lady.
And of course, I'm your host, Freddie Fish. You can find me at that on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracket Bachelor the Audience Vote, where you can vote along with us every single week. Currently, as we record, currently, as this show is going to be going out, we are talking Bobbing for Bastards, which is going to be a list of people named Bob and Robert and Bobby and a whole bunch of other things. We've been doing some serious stuff lately, so like we need to get some stupid shit into. So that's what that is. Funniest horror movie kills, John Candy, time travel movies, and then eventually we'll be doing something for our 4th birthday. It will not be an actual tournament that we'll be doing on the show itself, because again, the show for our 1st birthday will be answering a whole bunch of questions and mailbag type stuff. So if you want to be involved in the mailbag for our 4th birthday episode, again, it is bracket BRACKETTY2R at yahoo.com. On Twitter, I'm at Fisher777. We're all at Bracket Pod. On Instagram, as always, you can find me at Can't Lick Me. Not one word. I like to leave every single show with a quote. Today's quote is from, in honor of Brandon, who wrote today's letter. We have another Brandon, which was something I try to do. Brandon Sanderson, American author, writing fantasy, says the purpose of a storyteller is not to tell you how to think, but to give you questions to think upon. That is today's show this week. Have a good day, guys.